Hi, it's Samuel Larsen here, and I wanted to talk about perhaps the most important thing in all of conversion rate optimization. So, let's say you have an e-commerce store, and you probably do if you are watching this video. Now, do you know what your customers' most common objections are? Because you should. And that's because knowing this is really crucial, because without knowing your customers' most common objections, there's no way you could handle this. So if you're in sales or you've ever talking to a really good salesman, they are good at handling objections. That's what salespeople do. Now, with regards to online commerce, we completely overlook this need to handle these reasons not to buy. And any good salesman would actually laugh at us for not taking these things seriously. And there's such massive gains to be had. So keep watching this video and I'll show you exactly what you can do to get to the bottom of this issue. Okay? So if a customer in 2017, like whenever you're watching this video, like from this point on, they have a chance to shop anywhere. So why would they shop on your store? And why would they buy from you? Now, this is very closely related to why wouldn't they buy from you. So basically, customers will have reasons not to buy, and you will have reasons that the customer should buy from you. But these reasons often they don't really mingle. So you have your knowledge, and the customer has their knowledge, but there's this massive gap in between, and that is a thing that I want to really get to the bottom of this. So if you don't handle this issue, your customers will not be on the same page with how awesome you and your store are. And on the flip side, if you do handle this issue, you will be enjoying increased sales. We're talking about really like easy 2xing, 3xing your sales if you handle this perfectly. So there's definitely a massive benefit of it, and it's worth investing time on. So how do we start? Where do we even start with this? So we want to bust objections, but we have no idea what to do, what our objections are, and basically where to start even. So the first point in all of this is to just start with identifying what those common concerns or reasons for not buying are. And the way you can do this is due to surveys. Now, I know it's a little bit something that almost nobody's doing, but you just have to kind of like trust the process here and invest on the time that is needed to handle this, because if you don't know what is holding your customers back, then that issue will be there, and you are not a mind reader after all. As much as we can try to understand the customer, we can never really completely understand them, and there will be some of these hidden issues that we'll never get to the bottom of if we just don't ask. Okay, so it can be as simple as asking them, surveying them on what is holding them back. So a couple of things you can do this. You can have a survey there on a couple of strategic pages. So let's say product page, cart page, checkout. Those will be the 3 pages that would be good places to have a survey. And a great question is just what is holding you back from adding this to the cart? What is holding you back from proceeding to checkout? What is holding you back from completing the purchase? So whatever step on the funnel you are, you would always ask like, what is holding you back from going to the next step? And that's what you want an answer to. And you might be surprised. It might be something that you have never thought of. And these are things that are related to your store, and that's the ones you want to handle and get to the bottom of in this thing. So let's say number 1 is now handled. You know the objections that your customers have. And number 2, obviously, once you have identified them, let's solve these problem points. So assuming your offer is good, you are targeting the right audience, and you should be getting sales, but you just aren't, then it often comes down to 2 things. So first of all, and the first very common one, is trust. People just don't trust you and your store, and they don't want to put their credit cards in to this random person on the internet. And there's a few things you can do to increase this trust. You can be more personable. You can make your store appear to be more trustworthy. But that is a whole another video. Second part is information. So it's often trust or information. And with information, it can be common information like needs. For example, shipping times. When will I get my product? That is very often super overlooked by merchants because they are not buying themselves. They haven't completed this process on their website, and it's impossible for them to think like the customer because there's this massive, they call it explanation gap. So you cannot know what they don't know, and it's a skill of empathy. Basically, you have to be able to provide them the information that they need when they need it, and have it on places that are useful. And in future videos, I will provide you a lot of guidance on how to handle these objections and what you can do to inform your customers on these issues. So subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on all the value I'm going to drop on this channel, and make sure to like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.